So good morning, everyone. This is our free batch for introduction to cloud computing and some introduction about AWS services, AWS cloud, and we are maximum focusing on our topic, how to work with Linux operating system. What is the history of Linux operating system? Okay, and what are the commands, how we can work. Okay, but before that, because this session, who can join? We need to understand who can join this session, who can join this session, and what is the prerequisite. Okay, so no prior experience is required. Okay, no prior experience is required or knowledge is required to join this session, to attend this session. And who can join this session? Okay, who want to become a developer, who want to become a developer. Okay, who want to become a developer, any tech stack, like it can be Java, it can be Python, it can be .NET, anything. Okay, then DevOps, we can say DevOps. Okay, we need to understand what is developer and what is DevOps. Then only you will understand. Okay, so first we will try to understand this diagram actually. Okay, then it will give you a better view why Linux is important. What is the purpose of this? Okay, hope my screen is visible, guys. Now, yeah, now my screen is visible to you guys, right? So, what is the title here? Project 2 Tomcat server via Jenkins. Okay. Seeing this diagram, no need to worry. As I mentioned, no prior knowledge or any coding experience, anything is required. But when I am talking about cloud computing and introduction, so before defining that cloud computing, let me explain you few things you know here in this diagram. What you know in this diagram, as maybe you know Eclipse, maybe you don't know, it's fine. Eclipse is an ID. Okay, Eclipse is an ID. Try to understand each component. Eclipse is an ID where developer is writing the code, okay, from anywhere of the world. If a person in US, India, Japan, China, anywhere, any of the team member writing the code, okay, you are the developer. You are the developer. Okay, then what you are doing? You are pushing to the code. You are pushing to the code into GitHub. Okay, GitHub is a version controlling tool. Okay, you are from India. Tomorrow another guy from China, another guy from US. Three members in your team. Then where you maintain the code, you are maintaining the code in GitHub. Okay, you are maintaining the code into GitHub. Then what happen is, let's say there is one application. Application name is payroll app. Payroll app. Okay. So you are having one tool called Maven. Maven is a build tool. What it do? What it do? It just combine your complete code and create a one jar file. Okay, this is a build tool. Let's say you have in your project you have multiple services. So what it will do? It will create a jar file. It is a build tool. Okay, Java. It is a programming language through which you are coding. You are doing the coding. Like, okay, Eclipse and Java. Okay. So with this, you are writing your code. Hope you are good. Then what happen is you are developing an application, payroll application, any banking application, e-commerce application. Okay. So what you are doing, just imagine Flipkart application. What is a Flipkart application? Flipkart or Amazon application. Imagine or WhatsApp 10 year back, 5 year back, how it was look and feel. And you are seeing some feature very frequently, 10 days, new feature came. Okay, those feature are released into the cloud and then we are the user. Okay, similarly, this is payroll web application. Whatever code developer writing, this code they are pushing into GitHub. GitHub is version controlling tool. Now, this is a Jenkins server. Jenkins is also one more tool. No need to worry. No need to worry. Anyone can learn in 4 5 days, 2 days, like this. This is simple diagram. I just wanted to give you an overview. Okay. This is a server, Tomcat server. This is this is operating system Windows. This is operating system Windows, right? So whatever the code we are writing, web application I'm talking about. I'm not talking about simple standalone application. I'm talking about web application. What is in my web application? The application which work on server, web, internet. Okay. So you are using Flipkart.com. So what happened? You are using www.flipkart.com now. You are hitting when you are connected to internet, then application will be open. So similarly, you write some code, you are pushing the code, it is a storage something where code is stored. I am trying to explain in a simple word, not much in technical thing. Think like GitHub is a repository where your code is maintained. Whatever the code, now you are integrated with Git through Eclipse. Okay. You are pushing the code when you have access. Okay. Now what happen is your code. What is mentioned here? Full code, build code, run test, deploy to Tomcat, partial CI/CD pipeline. Okay. So what happen is your code Git, if you have created the pipeline into Jenkins, then that code there will be some more stuff here like Docker image also there. Not only jar file. Just think of a Docker image. That diagram I am not explaining at this moment. Otherwise, you will get confused. That is the latest trending in the market, Docker Kubernetes. Instead of jar file, we are using Docker images. Okay. So what is the CI/CD purpose? What is the Jenkins purpose? CI/CD means continuous integration and continuous delivery. So whatever code according to your pipeline you develop, okay, then that it will fetch and then it will publish into the server that particular code. But before that, what it will perform according to your requirement. You are pulling the code, you are pulling the code, you are building the code, you are running the test. This same activity, guys, you before moving the code into GitHub, all activity you are doing in your local, in your Eclipse. In Eclipse, you are writing the code. Then you build the code using what? Maven. Maven is a build tool. Then you write some test case using JUnit if you are a Java developer. Then your test case pass. Then what you are doing? You are running in your local, your laptop. Then your testing is functionality working fine or not. If everything is fine, then you are moving to GitHub now. Then what happen is GitHub. If everything is fine, then same thing Jenkins will do. Whatever you want, you can create that particular task inside Jenkins that it is taking the code, then it is publishing the code. Then servers. What is server? Server is nothing but machine. We are going to discuss this word. What is server? It is nothing but machine. How you are, just think your laptop is a machine, right? Your laptop is a machine having RAM, having hard disk, right? All software installed in your laptop. Then some application is running now. So similarly, server is nothing but machine. And what happen is, this is Tomcat server. This Tomcat server is installed in your machine. Then code will run on server now. Imagine this is your local laptop. You are having local laptop. Your local laptop have Java install, Eclipse install, Tomcat install. Okay, every software installed in your laptop. You are running in an application in your laptop means you are running into your laptop, the web application, whatever you are developing. If it is working fine, then you are moving that code into cloud now. Okay, how you are moving? It is not a cloud diagram, but it is a simple process. You in your laptop also, you are in your laptop also, you have Tomcat server installed to run the application. Similarly, somewhere in the cloud or server, this Tomcat is installed, which is required to run the application. Then this code will run. It is a simple definition. Okay. So, but thing is, what kind of server you are using? You are using what kind of operating system you are using? Windows, Linux. Okay. Most popular is Linux. Okay. Means you are writing something, you are using Linux. Then what to do, how to do? We are going to discuss on all these things. So this is completely a process. Similarly, let me show you one more diagram. Okay. Just think you are a developer, one developer. Okay, then another developer, then another developer, one developer, second developer, and third developer pushing the code. Now the code is moving where? The code is moved into the GitHub. Okay, the code is moved into GitHub. Then who will pull the code? Now your code is there. So to run the code, what is required? Can you run the code without Java software into your laptop? No. Can you run your Eclipse? No. Something required to run the code. So GitHub only repository. GitHub is one of the tool which is repository, which is where you are storing the code. Why in not in local? Tomorrow your laptop get damaged. What will happen? Your code will wasted na. Your efforts will be wasted na. So whatever the code is there is a process. We are not talking about process. Who will review the code? Your team will review the code. Then they will give you review. That is different story. That we will discuss in some other sessions. But simple way, you are moving the code into GitHub. Then good from GitHub. Jenkins will pull. Jenkins will pull. Jenkins will pull. One second, guys. One second. Forget. Jenkins will pull. Okay, Jenkins will pull and it will move into the server. Means continuous integration, continuous delivery. Continuous integration, continuous delivery. Where now to the server. Now to the server. Okay. Now to the server. You are the developer who move the code. Now what happened? There is one more guy, right? And there is one more guy. Okay, right? So you are one developer, another person is there. You are working as a Java developer or Python developer, you are writing the code, your duty is done. But who is developing all this infrastructure? Who is developing this completely infrastructure? Right? In the cloud. Okay. This operation who is doing? DevOps people. But sometime instead of DevOps, you have to do all these things because this is very demanding. Now people are expecting with development, they want you should have knowledge on AWS. You should have knowledge on DevOps. Okay. This is the trending in the market. Okay. We will see slowly. So what is the requirement, guys? So now first we have to understand backend, backend technologies, backend technologies, what we are writing the code like core Java. Okay. Then Spring Boot. Okay. Simple. In short, core Java, Spring Boot. Okay. Minimum web service, minimum web services. Then Hibernate. Then microservices, very popular. Microservices. Minimum you should know this. JUnit, Log4j. Okay. And some database, SQLDB. Okay, SQLDB. Then operating system. What are operating system you should know? Windows, everyone know. Even a school going kid also know. Then what is the Linux? Linux you should know operating system. These are the basic things you should have in your resume. But apart from that, people expect some cloud technologies. Some cloud technologies. right? Cloud technology. There are 200 plus services, guys. There are 200 plus services like AWS. Some people using Azure. Okay, some using Google Cloud. Okay, but our focus is on what? Our focus will be like to understand AWS. Okay, so there are 200 plus service, guys. 200 plus service. We are not using 200 plus services. We are hardly using how many services? 10 to 15 services. If you are a Java developer or a Python developer, hardly 10 services you are required to learn and all these things. And what are the tools you should know? You should know like GitHub. This should know. You should know Jenkins. Okay, CI/CD pipeline. Then you should know Postman. Okay, you should know Putty. These are one day topic, guys. Putty. Then you should know WinSCP. Okay, maybe I will add some few things as well. Okay, but these are the minimum thing. Eclipse. Okay, then JUnit, then Maven. Okay, these are four to learn GitHub 2-3 days. Jenkins pipeline 2-3 days. Postman it come with regular practice. Putty how to connect with the servers. Okay, WinSCP how to connect with the server. These are used. Novexterm, Eclipse to write the code. JUnit to test cases. Maven to build tool. Then minimum backend with cloud. And if you are a particular working as a DevOps guy, then you should know at least more than 20 services. Okay, more than 20 services required. Okay, and apart from that, like DevOps tools, you should know, like Terraform. There are many things, but our agenda is not because it is a bootcamp session. Only our focus will be on the Linux operating system and basic of introduction. Okay, so you should know, you should feel what is the requirement nowadays. That's what I am trying to explain this thing. Now let's start our topic introduction to cloud computing. What is the cloud computing? What are the olden days? What we were using and what is the trending in the market? Okay, everything we are going to see. So now, what is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? Nobody is going to ask you this definition. But if you don't have any knowledge, you should able to feel that cloud computing is on demand, on demand, on demand delivery. ठीक है? Of what? Of compute power. ठीक है? Database storage, then application and other IT resources. Application and other IT resources. Okay, through a cloud service platform. Through a cloud service platform. Okay, with pay as you go. What does it mean? Means cloud computing is on-demand delivery. In olden days, what happened is before cloud come into the picture, what IT industry companies are doing, they are maintaining their server. Where they are maintaining the server, their complete infrastructure into their office itself, some premises. But what happened? Power gone. Power gone. There is a challenge now very common power gone. Then they will how much for how many days power gone? We cannot sure that how many days power will come someday, one day also common, right? Maybe like weather issue, earthquake issue. Tomorrow flood is common in nowadays in cities, right? Tomorrow flood come, then what happened to that premises? There may be chances, right? Like damage to the infrastructure. So slowly, cloud computing means some services like AWS they are providing. Auto, no need to worry about anything. We will provide you the services. Okay, we will provide you the services. Then everything we will manage. You just pay the rent, whatever according to your need. Okay, So all these things, they are managing this thing is called nothing but a cloud computing. Managing this thing is nothing but cloud computing. Okay. So means, so what is the advantage? Like, means cap, you are saving your money na. Means earlier maintaining huge servers, you have to purchase those machines, maintaining the server, you need some people, right, to maintain those server for every security, right? You want security people also. So maintaining all this was uh, cost associated with that, right? And tomorrow your application requires some different infrastructure. When I'm talking about infrastructure, mean whatever software required to run the application, whatever the server, database, everything, you need to understand the capacity. For example, just think you have laptop. In your laptop, what you are having, guys? While purchasing the laptop, you think 100 times, I need i5 processor or i7 processor. You are thinking or not? You are thinking about generation, right? You are thinking about generation. What generation? 10 generation, 12 generation, 13 generation. You are thinking about this, right? Then you are thinking about hard disk. No, no, nowadays SSD is popular because it is faster. Okay, you are inquiring so many friends which laptop I should perform, which laptop I should purchase. Should I purchase RAM with 8 GB? Arey no yaar, 8 GB is not good. It will slow down your performance. Better to go 16 GB RAM, right? 16 GB RAM. Don't go with SSD hard disk with tomorrow you are asking your friend, Arey no yaar, don't take 500 GB. Take now minimum 1 TB hard disk. This way you are thinking, huh? Then only you are buying minimum laptop, right? Graphics card, everything. But this is minimum you are thinking. While purchasing the laptop, when you are talking about performance, what about the laptop? If it is available, are you going with i3 nowadays? No, you also want some good performance. You are just a user, but still you think about performance. When you are accessing some application, you are also bothering about performance now, how it is working properly or not. You will also get bored, right? So performance wise, everything. For example, tomorrow your 500 GB hard disk get filled with videos, everything data. Then you will feel regret now. Arey Baba, why should I better to buy a laptop with 500 GB hard disk? I should buy 1 TB hard disk laptop. Then I can manage after 1 year of purchasing the laptop, right? That will be your thought that time. Means you are talking about capacity. You are talking about capacity. Instead of if you are buying 8 GB laptop and tomorrow your laptop will be slow down, then what you will think? Arey Baba, better I should increase the RAM. This is called capacity management, na? Means you are thinking on time. Then again you will regret because now already you purchased the laptop. Then what you have to do? Either you have to buy external RAM, then you have to fit that RAM. That is your challenge, na? You are thinking about guessing the capacity, increase speed. Okay. So these are extra effort now for you. Similarly, think in the IT perspective. Whatever application we are doing, developing, whatever in your local laptop, similarly, we require a infrastructure. To achieve that, cloud computing comes into the picture. Hope you are understanding. This will come slowly into, means you will feel slowly. It's not a hurry, like you will understand in one day. Okay, but you should know. Okay. Okay. Who is responsible for cloud computing? Who is responsible for cloud computing? NIST. Okay. NIST is responsible for developing standard and guideline. Okay. It is responsible for developing developing standards and guidelines. Okay. Including what is the requirement, everything, right? NIST. Now, what are the features, guys? Okay. Slowly we will see. Okay, but what are the benefits? You are trying to understand basic what is cloud computing means. You are creating resource. When I am talking about resource means in cloud service, I will show you slowly how, what are the resources like database, everything. These are the resources, the database, RAM, hard disk, the services provided by cloud, like how storage, like security. These are the services. What is your requirement? Use those resources according to your requirement. Okay. So now there are different service model. There are different service model, right? Service model. So there is one SaaS service model. Guys, this is not a proper AWS sessions or DevOps session. I want to start Linux. I want to start Linux. Again, I am repeating, I want to start Linux, but I will use AWS EC2. I want to use AWS EC2, where I will create one Linux operating system. But where if directly jump and create, then you will not understand what is AWS. So to understand AWS, I am giving introduction to cloud computing in a very short, in a very short. Otherwise, if it is a proper AWS and DevOps, it will be like very detailed discussion. Okay, I just wanted to come to this topic, Linux commands actually. And I am doing using which service? EC2. I need to create one service, use EC2. EC2 service belong to which? It is one of the popular service in AWS. That's why just I'm giving you brief, quick review. What is required, where is required, who can use this. Okay, that's the reason. So service model, even if I explain in proper AWS DevOps session in detail, but one liner I am telling you what is service. It is like software as service, software as service. Okay, then what is PaaS? I will show you diagrammatically. Okay, platform as service, platform as service, platform as service. Okay, it will be PaaS. Then we have IaaS, IaaS, infrastructure as service. What is the meaning? Infrastructure as service, infrastructure as service. This is the full form of this. Okay, in SaaS, what we are doing, guys? In SaaS, what we are doing? What we are doing? Like consumer does not manage the cloud infrastructure. Okay, consumer, we are the consumer na. If you are a company person, you are consumer na. Consumer does not manage or control cloud infrastructure. In short, cloud infrastructure. Infra- Infrastructure. Okay, like you can consider what is the infrastructure when I'm talking about networking. Okay, then networking, then servers. When I am talking about EC2, I will create one server here. Okay, EC2 servers. Okay, then operating system, then storages. Okay, even application capabilities you can consider. So we are not we are not controlling all these things in SaaS model. Okay, but what happen is in PaaS model. Okay, so consumer does not, consumer means whoever using does not manage or control the cloud infrastructure. Similarly, better I will show you diagrammatically in Google. Okay, then you will understand. Let's let me PaaS versus SaaS versus IaaS. Okay. Now, now you're able to see this diagram, right? You can see here, you can see here, it is a IS, it is a PaaS, it is a SaaS. Okay. These many services are there. Now, see here, what is in blue color? Whatever you are managing. What is in orange color? Whatever the services you are not managing. Hope you are good. Okay. Now, now, so on premises, guys, this is very important to understand. On premises. On premises means what you are doing, everything you are handling. On premises means you are a company, you have everything in your infrastructure in your premises. Then you are maintaining application data, whatever runtime things like running the application, what are the connectivity, what are the operating system, then virtualization. We will see the meaning, servers, databases, how network performance is there. This all thing you are maintaining na, then it will be headache for you na. Okay, so to avoid this headache, we have different services like SaaS services, PaaS services, and IS services. Okay, so I am talking about IS because AWS is IS service. What AWS giving you? You take care of your application. Okay, you take care of your data. We won't bother about. You take care about runtime, whatever required on runtime thing, whatever resources you want to manage. Middleware, you want to connect something else, then operating system. You manage yourself. We are not bothering you. We will ready-made provide you server, storage, networking, performance. You should pay for that. That is the expectation. Similarly, other services also there, software as a service, where everything is managed by cloud, all these services. Similarly, PaaS means platform as a service. They are asking in such situation, just you take care of application data. Rest of the thing we will take care. So what we are doing is we are trying to understand this IS. IS is doing what? Take care of this thing, being a user, and we will take care of this thing AWS thing. Okay. So AWS is what kind of platform services? It is a IS, infrastructure as a service. Okay. Hope you are good with this diagram. I can understand maybe something you won't understand the terms like what is middleware. No need to worry. It will be slowly during your learning process when you are starting your career as well as an IT person. Then slowly some technical word, it will take time to become habitual. No need to worry. Okay. Just our purpose is to understand this, not AWS. Our purpose for this session is to understand Linux command. So we will focus on Linux command rather than other thing. If you are not understanding this is not your cloud or DevOps session, right? It is just an introduction. So introduction means some basic definition. Okay, not much you can expect other than Linux. Okay. Now, so AWS stand for what? Amazon. Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services means it is a what? It is a provider of AWS cloud. Okay. What is AWS? Amazon Web Services. It stands for what? Amazon Web Services. What it is a? It is a provider. It is a provider. Service provider. It is a service provider. What kind of services? What kind of services? Let me go to that AWS. AWS. Okay. In upcoming session, I will log in here. I will log in here and I will show you how what are the all services available inside this. For now, you can just think this is one service, just like uh, how your other services, Flipkart, Amazon. You have to sign up, you have to log in. I will show you how to create account and how everything we can manage. But for now, just understand this is something like one of the application. If you are new, okay, but there are some features which are services provided by AWS. So it is a service provider. What kind of services? What you want? You want to create a machine? What RAM you want? What hard disk you want? What database you want? No need to worry. We will provide you. Create your machines into our servers. We will provide that. So AWS is nothing but it is a service provider. Okay. Okay. So Amazon company provides several services. Okay. Like database, okay, RAM, operating system. On what? On where you are using this? You need internet, na? You need internet. Then only you are able to connect, na? Internet means what? Web. Internet means web. On internet, they are providing some service. Company name is Amazon. That's why they take the name Amazon Web Service, na? Okay, it is a service provider. Okay. And what kind of service provider it is? IaaS. Infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. Okay. Whatever the infrastructure you need to host an application. Host an application means, if you have observed, we have installed, if you are attended Java session, so what we are doing, we are installing Java software, we are installing STS, then only we are able to run the, but where we are running, guys, we have Windows operating system. First, we have Windows operating system. What we are having, think like this. What we are having, we have one operating system. This is operating system. This is your Windows. What we are doing, Windows. This is your Windows, na? This is your Windows. Then what you require to run a Java application? Minimum common sense. We have installed Java software. Java. We install Java software, na? Minimum common sense. Then somewhere we have installed what? STS ID. Right? This is an ID. What is the purpose of ID? ID is to write the code. Okay. Then they will internally, they will take care of each other, na? Okay. And then what you are doing, you are a user. You are a user. You are a user. Okay. You are a user and you are writing the code, na? You are writing the code. It is providing some interface. It is providing some interface. Then what you are doing, you are writing the code inside the ID. Then rest is taken care, na? So means what you are doing, you are hosting something on Windows operating system, na? It is the basic minimum. So it is a service provider. Okay. So whatever we want to pay, that service we can use. Some are free services. To learning purpose, there are free tier services. Okay. So that we have to understand. So what is the service name? What is the URL where we can go to connect, like aws.amazon.com. Okay. This is the URL of this services. https:// This is the URL, na? Did we copy this? I will paste here. What will happen? This will go to AWS. See, cloud computing. AWS cloud computing, na? Okay. AWS cloud computing. This is going here. So we need to sign in into the console. Okay. We need to sign in into the console. Once we sign in the console, then there are different services it is giving, na? Okay. Today, just you can go here and just see what are the support, AWS support, contact support, everything. Okay. Once we log in, we will see one by one only EC2 service for now. But I will give you overview where we can see services and other stuff. Okay. So this is the URL which which you need. Okay. Where we are accessing? We are accessing on the internet, na? We are using internet. You are using internet to connect, na? Okay. Then only you are able to connect. This is minimum common sense. How many accounts we are having? How many accounts we have in AWS? There are two types of account. There are two types of account. Like you have Gmail, right? You have some accounts, right? So here there are two types of account. What is the first account? One is root account. Root account. Company is using root account, and they are providing access to their employee using IAM account. IAM is service in AWS. IAM is the service in AWS. Okay. So even you are a Java developer, even you are a Java developer, your application have bug. How you will fix the issue? You need to go to some server and take the logs now. So where you will log in, they will give you one IAM account where you are logging, then you are connecting to CloudWatch monitoring or Kubernetes logs. CloudWatch is one of the service of AWS like EC2. Okay, so with this account you are able to log in, and then you will see wherever you want to go according to your knowledge, track the log to identify the log and then fix the bug. This is the account they are providing. What is the IAM account? What is the full form IAM? Identity, 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 access management. This is the full form of identity, access management for IAM. Okay, are good. So company will manage root account, and team member what they will use? They will use IAM account. Okay, like your username password. Okay, because root account will give the access to other people now. Consider simple way, it is an admin kind of account. Hope you are good. Now, now you are good, right? So when AWS started, guys, okay, when AWS started offering these services, which year? In the year 2006, AWS started providing these services. These services. What services? IT infrastructure services. Infrastructure services. They are providing from which year? 2016. 2006. Okay. And to businesses. Flipkart is a company, right? It is deployed somewhere in the cloud. So it is a service, na? Okay. So AWS, just imagine they are using AWS services. Okay. Amazon, you know Amazon, Flipkart, right? These are the service applications. But where it is installed, let's say in cloud, maybe they are using Azure, maybe they are using Google Cloud. But we are talking about our AWS now. Okay. So what type of services AWS provide? What type of services? What type of services AWS provide? So what it provide? It provide machines. What does mean by machine? Laptop. What your laptop is machine na? Same kind of hardware. Then servers. Servers. What kind of servers you want to create? That is provided by AWS. Databases. It is providing databases. Right? Databases also it is providing. You just need to configure. How to configure, how to use, that is different story. Okay. Now storage. Difference between storage and database. Database is something tabular data. Storage means you can consider files also. You have to store some files also, na? So what services you are using? S3. S3 is one of the popular service for storing files. Okay. Database, RDS database. What kind of database you want to use? Then it is also providing security, na? High level topics of AWS. Then you want to do analysis, then analytic services also it is providing. You know, you need to monitor your service log, right? Now you are running the code, you are printing this out statement, then you are checking the output. Okay, where is wrong? Tomorrow log4j will come into picture. Then logs will be printed in where? CloudWatch. How will you monitor? Using cloud monitoring, CloudWatch monitoring. So these are the services, guys. Many services provided by the AWS. Okay. So now coming to AWS, where AWS is? AWS is across various regions. I will show you that diagrammatically as well. S3, EC2, EBS, elastic balance, ठीक है, electric load balancer, ठीक है. I don't want to, I just wanted to show you region and map. Then you will feel that where is this region you are able to see, right? This region you are able to see. What is the region? This is the world map. Where is our India? Where is our India? Here we are having India. You find one small circle na here. That is Mumbai city. That is Mumbai city. That is a data center. Okay. Whatever mark in sky blue, that is region. And wherever red circle means they are coming, upcoming. Means they are slowly developing across the world their services. Okay. So this is how wherever you can see wherever whichever country you are seeing sky blue, that is what they are already available. These services are already available. Hope you are good. Okay. Now, so as I showed in the diagram, okay, as I showed in the diagram, so AWS is what? AWS is a global infrastructure services. Okay. AWS provide services in how many countries? 190 plus countries, guys. 190 countries. Just think. And to provide the services globe across the globe, what we are using region and availability zone. You are seeing here, right? You are seeing here. This is regions. What is mean by region? What is mean by availability zone? Availability zone. We will see what is mean by simple region. Region, you know, right? Geographic location, right? You know Google location, right? So similarly, there is a geographic location for region. Availability mean data center. In this region, Mumbai is the data center, na? Okay. Data center means, what is mean by data center? Data center means a room with a server having complex of network connection. Okay. Having complex of data network connection. Let's see. Let's see. Data center. Data center. I want you after this session or whenever you are free, just check. This is a big machine, na? See, this is the images of data center. This is the data center. Instead of this much big infrastructure you maintain for your company, rather they are directly maintaining some big 100 200 acres of land they are buying, where everything is safe, no flood problem, no temperature issue. Okay, everything. So they have a team who is monitoring, who is safe, who is providing safety to this data center. So this is the data center, this which they are maintaining these cloud services. We are using over the internet, but their network, these are the compute machines, storage, right? This way they are maintaining this big data center. That's why they are able to manage those services. Hope you are good, guys. This is very introduction. That's why I am quickly giving you review. Our agenda is to work on Linux command. But to use Linux command, I want to use AWS EC2 service. To understand EC2 service, we should know what is AWS. To understand AWS, we should know what is cloud computing. So 1122 line definition I am giving. If it is a complete session like a 1 month, 2 month, then that we can see in details. But at this moment, this is a 1 week boot camp. So that's the reason we are only trying to understand in one line what so that you can understand the flow. Hope you are good, guys. Okay. Now, so guys, what is so what term we have where in 990 plus countries 990 190 plus countries AWS provide the services. Okay, we will see everything practically maybe in upcoming session. Okay, what is mean by region? What is mean by region? It is a geographic location. It is a geographical location. It is a geographic location. What is mean by data center? Data center means availability zone. Availability zone means data center. Okay. Availability zone means data center. Okay. Then what is mean by data center means? What is mean by data center? You can say like a room with server having complex network connection. A room with server having what? Complex network connection. Right? So this is the basic thing, right? So guys, tomorrow let me unmute you and stop the recording. Tomorrow we will see the next session as I have to jump into another recording, another session.